Hello and welcome. As we step into the second week of February 2024, I extend my warmest greetings to you. I hope this message finds you in the heart of winter's embrace, surrounded by the enchantment that this season can bring. In this winter season, the world is draped in a serene blanket of snow. At least outside my window, it's that way. We all need to take some time to rest, to meditate, to allow tranquility to be a part of our days. This week we have Mercury gracefully moving into Aquarius, sparking innovation and forward thinking in our thoughts and our words and our communication. And a powerful new moon later in the week at 20 degrees. This lunar dance invites us to set intentions for originality and breakthroughs and the embrace of our unique self. As we explore the cosmic currents from February the 5th through to the 11th, let's embrace the magic of winter, the cosmic alignments, and the anticipation of love and connection as Valentine's Day approaches. I'm truly grateful to have you here. Thank you. Together, let's uncover the celestial insights for the week, tapping into the wisdom brought through by the tarot. I'm excited to share my insights, offer you guidance, and be a part of your journey as we navigate the ways of innovation and prepare for the love-infused celebrations of Valentine's Day. Wishing you cosmic inspiration and a week filled with love and breakthroughs. Let's explore the magic together as we turn to your own personal reading. I'll meet you there. Welcome, Capricorn. This is your weekly focus, February the 5th through to the 11th, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And let's turn to the cards, shall we? Okay. Our underlying energy for this week is the Eight of Cups. You know, in order to move forward, you sometimes have to separate from the things that you love in your life. And it doesn't mean necessarily that you have to completely leave it in your past, but it does change in the priority setting in your life. Other things need to take priority in order for you to go after, I hear, your greatness, towards your joy, your happiness, your successes. Some things we have to give up in the short term in order to bring it back in with a strength in the long term. Or maybe once we get there, we realize we didn't want that at all. It's much easier to give up the things that we don't care to give up, right? It's like, sure, that can go, but it's when we have to, it's kind of like you want that promotion, so you're going to be giving more time to, excuse me, to work, a career. You're going to be spending more time at the office. You're going to be putting in overtime. And so even though your true joy is home and family, you know that for a short period of time that you kind of have to give up those joys in order to bring in more wealth, more security, more well-being within the home and family. First card. First card is the sun. Look at this. This is you shining. That the light does not come from the sky, it comes from you. This is truly a beautiful week for you. I apologize. I think last week was kind of an astounding week as well. So I'm kind of getting a little antsy now to see where these cards are going to lead us, because we're starting with the sun. We're starting with you seeing the way forward. It was blocked before. You couldn't see it for some reason. It shows up for you. It's a new path forward. You have done everything that you need to do up till this point in time. It's time for you to elevate your path. Time to go forward for new adventures, or even an elevated step up from where you currently are at. Okay, it could just be a step up, absolutely, but it could be a brand new a brand new way forward based on the past, based on your knowledge and your wisdom. Our next card is, the Five of Pentacles appears. I get something about self here. Okay, hang on just a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna just go and get a drink of cold water. I don't have my drinks here or anything, so I got my Yeti, but that one's empty, so I gotta go and refill it. So give me a second so I'm not coughing. I think the coughing is over now that I said I was going to take a break from it. Okay, maybe I was just trying to push my voice too hard. There's something about self here. But there's also this thing about somehow you don't feel you're deserving of true joy or true happiness, that you're here to make it better for other people rather than you having the joy in your life. Does that make sense in any way to you? That you're in some way not worthy or deserving of the joy that other people have, even though you are probably one of the most diligent people to stay on the path. Maybe you have come to a degree of success and you feel in some way like you don't deserve it. You didn't work hard enough for it, or other people are more talented than you, or I'm getting this kind of this defeat. But I think it has something to do with your inner joy, your inner happiness. You don't allow yourself the happiness. You feel that that might be a little bit of a waste of time. Other people can celebrate, but it's back to the books, and you don't really step into the true joy of who you are becoming, of what you are accomplishing. And I hope I'm making sense to you with that, because that's directly what's coming to me. And I'm thinking I'm doing a collective reading, but in some way you're not attributing your success or your who you are in this moment to what you sacrifice in order to be in those moments. It's like you deprive yourself of some kind of joy or happiness in some way, in some form. And this could be in relationships. I mean, we're not, really into the reading yet. We're just in the first. But this is a definite mindset that we'll come back to here. Okay? Know that you deserve to stand up and knock on that door. To let abundance just roll right in on you. That you are worthy. That you are everything that you think that you should be. You already are in many ways. It's about standing strong but it's also, I get this trigger of not deserving the love or the happiness or the celebration or the joy in some way, in a certain aspect of your life. Let me know in the comments if that made any sense to you. Maybe it'll get clarity here as we go on. The Hierophant. Well, this could be a move up in stature, in abundance, in joy, in celebration, and happiness. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time for you guys. This hasn't been happening for all the readings, so it's you. It's like, what I have to say is hard and heavy, perhaps. So I'm kind of getting that perception in here, that you're not seeing yourself as you truly are. You're not seeing your grandeur. You're not seeing your greatness. You're not seeing your worth in some way. But this card tells me that there's stability that comes in, there's structure that happens. Maybe it's the tried and true that has gotten you to this point, that has kept you in balance. And if you feel out of balance, the balance is sure to regain itself as the week progresses. This is you being the teacher. This is you being the master. This is you being the leader. This is you making the decisions because you know the right decisions that need to be made. And you do it with a fairness, you do it with a structure, you do it with a sense of responsibility and obligation. This could be you being recognized for something, to be seen by your peers perhaps in some way. Or within the family, of course, community, work. Okay, let's go to work and career. See if we can make more sense of these cards. The Ten of Wands. Okay, stop. Okay, please, just deep breath. Okay, you don't have to do it all in order to get it all. You don't have to do it all in order to get it all. You're doing far more than what is required, and it's taking your energy away from the things that you must do. You really need to look at what you have control over. You really need to look at what has value in your life. You really need to look at why you have that commitment, that obligation, that responsibility. Why it is on your plate. Does it need to be on your plate? Does it give you any kind of value? Does it move you forward in the way you want? Does it bring in knowledge or wisdom in some way? Maybe it grows your heart in some way. So start pulling yourself away from some of these things that take up your time or your energy or your resources that doesn't really give any value to your path going forward or even in the here and now. It actually depletes your energy or depletes your time limitations on things. Of course, there's things we want to, stay in control of and certain obligations and responsibilities we want to meet. We want to be a part of our world. But there's some things that are just taking up time and energy and resources, and it's not allowing you to go forward in the way you want. It's like, you got a certain job at work and you do this one little thing for everybody, and everybody appreciates it so much that you do it. I mean, it's not that they don't appreciate that you do it, but do you get any value from it? Do they see that in how they can incorporate it into other things within the business to grow your talents, to give you promotions, to give you a new cap to wear, to give you a raise for the extra knowledge and wisdom that you bring into the place, the functions that you do that nobody else would do, or it's not even part of the job, but because you do it, that makes you irreplaceable, that makes you unique. And do they prize that about you? Do they see you? Do they see you when you struggle to do everything? Do they see the effort you give something? And do they appreciate it? And how do they show that appreciation? And does that make you feel abundant in your world? I mean, sometimes just overflowing love is more than any kind of monetary gift would suffice, right? Suffice. And you could be trying too hard. You don't have to try as hard. You're already a valuable asset. You're already so much more than you realize you are. But you're taking on all this extra for some reason, and it doesn't have value. It doesn't have worth. It slows you down. It really slows you down. It tires you out. Maybe you've gotten in the habit of bringing work home with you or something. Okay? It impedes on your home time, your joy. your family time or with friends. And maybe you used to get together with friends, but now you're staying an extra hour at the office and no one's really paying you for it, and you're not accomplishing anything more than really losing an hour of your life and really, lessening your pay scale because you're working for a lesser amount if you spread it over the time lot, right? So, watch where you're giving of yourself in work, in career, because there's so much more that you can do when you start to free up that time, that energy, and maybe possibly some resources. You see where the true growth lays. You see where you can realign yourself to put you in place for those promotions, for that added bonus. You're doing a lot of thought about this. You're separating things, okay? And at the end of the day, if you really apply this card in the way, like the 10 of Wands, it looks really hard, okay? But here's the thing, okay? In numerology, it goes 1 to 9. Once you get to 10, it's about a new path on an elevated plateau. So of course there's going to be new challenges and struggle, and some of the old things we used to do doesn't work in the new way we are going forward. And so we have to figure out what actions, what things are we doing that actually has value, and what things we're just doing because it's repetitive, because that's the way it's always been done, because so it's taking a time out. It's really thinking about it, because you're taking time out now. I mean, this is full moon energy we are in for almost the whole week. New moon comes along. This is the time to say, okay, I'm going to create financial abundance in my life because I'm going to put my priority list in this order, or I'm going to exclude this in my life, but I'm going to diversify and put my energy here, because that's where it'll be useful, not over here. John or Sam or Sally can take care of that over there. I need to concentrate on this, because this is what is going to bring in money in my life. This is what's going to create a money stream perhaps in my life. This is what's going to grow my money, my stature perhaps in my life. So it's time to pull it back and really think things through, and where you need to put closure, where you need to change some footsteps in your life to kind of get you off that track and into a new path. Six of Cups in love, in relationships. All I keep hearing is you are deserving of love. The amount of love we receive is truly, a large part of it is how much we feel that we are deserving of love. You don't have to earn love. Somebody from the past could re-enter your life, or a situation like a past relationship could pop up right now to make you understand your worth, your value, the things, the wisdom you have grown throughout relationships. In some way, I get this tapping into this not feeling worthy or deserving of happiness and love in the way that you should understand that you truly are. So I'm kind of going back to the Five of Pentacles with this card on you, where somebody once upon a time did something like really wrong and told you that they were right and you were wrong. and you've lived with that perception, it's about looking it in the eye. It's about seeing it. I would have to say through meditation, through prayer, through sitting in quiet contemplation, of understanding where you don't feel worthy enough of the love that you're given, the love that you allow in. So if you're dating or anything like that, this is a week where it really needs to be about you, I think, rather than going out there and meeting somebody new, to understand where you have allowed limitation to be in receiving and giving love. We are all so deserving and worthy of love. I don't care where you are at in your life right at this very moment and what you've done in the past that's you deem as unfit, ugly, whatever it might be. I don't care. You are more than deserving of love. At the highest level of joy and happiness and celebration. Anything less than that, you need to understand why you think that. Because you'll be able to move past it. And you'll be able to invite in a light and a love like you've never known before. And it might be with the same people you're with now. It's just opening more up to, weaving your hearts together at a deeper level because of it. But there could be new experiences come out of this too. New people are attracted to you because of the person that you have found out that you have been this whole time. Your spirituality is the King of Wands. It's about, kind of graying out a little bit of a path for yourself, a strategy for yourself. It really is all about that 10 of Wands kind of energy where you are just carrying a little bit too much with you and what needs to go, and reprioritizing some things in your life. Okay, and we started out actually with the reading with that, saying that yes, sometimes we have to walk away short term from the things we love. We may have to leave it in the distant past. We don't know that, but we know that we do need to make the alterations, the changes in our life in order to go forward in the way we want. So it is about understanding how those steps will form. So give it thought, give it meditate. I would journal if I were you. That would be the way I would do it, is start writing out my story of how it's going to play out, of how it's going to come alive. The King of Wands, and it's got to be like almost in the moment. Like today I'm doing this. This afternoon I'm going to do that. And that's going to move me forward in the smallest of ways, but in still forward motion. Doesn't matter how slow it is, as long as it's forward motion. But it's about having the motion with this guy. He wants to get the game on, the game started and the show on the road and start moving forward. So it really is about seeing yourself. You are the light. We started it with the sun. And when you start seeing this about yourself, the world opens up to you in a whole new way. And then the changes, the Eight of Cups, that's also a travel card. So you may be traveling now. You may not be a homebody anymore, or you might be moving homes. That's a very definite kind of energy here for you guys. You're unsatisfied in some way. Things have got to change. Some things have got to grow. Things have got to diversify in your life. Because the way it's going now isn't moving you towards your goals. And if they are, it's not fat. There's a way to speed that up then if you're already on the right path, but it's time to put more energy towards it. To know that you are deserving and worthy of successes that far outreach anybody else's in the world. To know that you are becoming the teacher now and losing the student aspect this week. Of knowing how to build that stability, that growth that you want, and it could be even that feeling of security and safety within the home, within the family. About allowing love and joy and happiness and giggles to come more into your life, to celebrate you more. Our final card is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles tells us that regardless of where we step, the important thing is we take the step. It reminds me of the story of the farmer, and he won the horse in the fair, and everybody said, "Oh, what good luck you have! Now you have a strong horse to pull the plow, to do your fields. Oh, you are such a lucky man." And he says, "Good, bad, who knows, right?" And then there was an accident, and his son actually had to have he broke his leg with the horse out in the field. The horse kicked him in the leg. Let's go with that story. The horse kicked the son in the leg, broke his leg. And everybody says, "Oh, what bad luck. If you wouldn't have won that horse, your son wouldn't have been kicked. You'd have two strong boys to help you work your fields. And now, you only have a son and a half kind of thing. And what bad luck." And the farmer said, "Well, good, bad, who knows, right?" Then the army came in, and they were looking for young men to recruit to go to war with them. But because his son had a broken leg, they left him behind. And they said, "Oh, what good luck. Had you not got that horse, your son never would have been kicked in the leg, and he'd be going off to war right now." So it's not what happens to us, it's our perceptions of what happens to us. So it's about us showing up and taking that step regardless of what's happening, knowing that in some way it's for our betterment, it's for our growth, it's for our well-being, it's for the abundance to come in, it's for that feeling of safety to surround us. Okay, let's go to the Circle of Doors Tarot. They take tarot to a deeper level, that's for sure. I'm always intrigued by the card and how it mirrors the reading. Our validation. The Star card. Yeah, I see that. Wow. Okay, here we are. The 17 energy. The Star card appears for you. Well, let's see how they take the Star card. I don't think anybody's had the Star card yet. And that's like one of my favorite cards in the deck. You get the Star card. I don't care what you're dreaming of. The potential is there for you to make it happen. Okay, the Star card. I'm all excited here. I'm not even concentrating on where in the book I'm at. Okay, here we are. Pardon me. You haven't been forgotten. You haven't been lost. Your beauty glistens in the dark. We watch your life with enormous joy. Who are you not to shine? I kid you not. Who are you? Who are you not to shine? Oh my goodness. Okay. When you look up at the infinite stars in the sky at night, you are seeing your beloved family, and they are seeing you. When you bring grace, joy, and magic into this life, you are fulfilling your birthright as a cosmic messenger of divine love. The star is a spark of mysterious spiritual power that animates every living thing. The awe and wonder you feel under a starry sky is your soul's yearning to feel at home in the endless glory of creation. So ask yourself, how do your troubles look from the other side of the galaxy? What heroic mission brought you to this planet? How many ancestors can you count in the sky tonight? Your affirmations this week are: my self-expression is a sacred guiding light. My powers are gifts from the stars. I carry a message of cosmic love. I am a child of the universe. Okay, so validated a lot of points that I made in the reading so far, and we will get you a power thought card. And we have, I turn every experience into an opportunity. Each problem has a solution. All experiences are opportunities for me to learn and to grow. I am safe. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.